Hello. So, I want to explain to you this assignment on TED Talks. So please click on the link that is given here. It's a TED Talk given by Scott Dinsmore. How to find work you love. Please listen to it as many times as you want, and there's even a transcript that you can see. After you listen to that, please answer these questions. Question number 1. Tell me about your first job. Did you enjoy it, or were you feeling frustrated or insecure? Think about your first job. How was it? What was it that you enjoyed? What was it that you did not like? How did you feel about it? Did you want to continue, or did you want to leave it? Write 10 sentences about what your experiences and feelings were. Well, you have not done any job. In that case, tell me about your dream job. And what kind of a job will you really enjoy? Write 10 sentences about that. Question number 2. If you wanted to be an expert in something, what would it be? What are you really good at? What is your real strength? What is it that you feel that others would value in you? Please write 10 sentences about that. Question number 3. Scott Dinsmore was talking about taking a very big risk, and he took a big risk, and he was pursuing what he wanted to do for 4 years without any pay, and there was nobody else with him. What would you do if you had that kind of a choice to make? Are you willing to take a risk where you would pursue something that does not pay you for 4 years? And why would you or would you not take that kind of a risk in your career? Please explain in 10 sentences. Now, as you go through this talk, you will come across several terminologies or words that may be a little difficult for you to understand. So let me try to explain some of them. Urge. So what is the meaning of urge and how is it used? Urge means to persuade, to convince somebody to do something. Or urge can also mean an intense need, a passion, something that you really want to do. So you can say that I had an urge that I should go teach children in the slums after seeing their plight. Sage advice. Sage advice means an advice which is of no use, which is given for the sake of being given. Something which would have no meaning. So you can say that, well, my father used to tell me that I should always do what I wanted to do in life. At that time, when I was small, I thought it was just a sage advice. Figure out. Figure out means make meaning of. Try to understand. I figured out the way to riches is only through hard work. Screw up. Screw up means mess up. Do something badly. Damage something. Screw up. Well, he had an opportunity to build this company, but he screwed up because of his spending habits. Impact. Impact is result, influence. something of a drastic effect. The fact that he grew up in a very poor family had a big impact on him to become rich. Passionate. Passionate means something which is an inner calling, something about which you're very, very keen about, very much interested, you're fired out to do something. Mahatma Gandhi was passionate about India's freedom, and he achieved it. Quit rate. Quit rate means the average time that you spend in a company or work and you leave it consistently. So quit rate means my quit rate is about 2 months in 3/4 of the companies that I worked in. That's a quit rate. That means in 75% of the companies, you just stayed there for about two months on the average. Climbing the ladder. Climbing the ladder means going up your success steps, making progress in your career. The way to climbing the ladder in your profession or job is to be true to your work. Leaned up against the wrong wall. That means you're making a lot of effort in a wrong field. Well, I thought being a lawyer would suit me, but I soon discovered that I was leaned against the wrong wall there. Road less traveled. That means taking a path which very few people would take, or doing something that many people would not really do. When I decided to become a teacher, I thought I was taking the road less traveled in my family. But I loved what I was doing. Embodies. Embodies means portray, represent. Passion to develop young people embodies my interest in life. Embodies is to represent. Assimilating. Assimilating is including, integrating. My life in the villages had a very assimilating effect of humility in my life. Scripted. Scripted means something which is written down or planned to be enacted. You can have a scripted life as your parents wanted, or you could do whatever your passion dictated. Hit you in the face, strike you glaringly. Be visible clearly. When I started working on this project, it hit me in the face that it's going to be a very difficult time ahead. Pushing our limits. Pushing our limits means trying our best, going beyond the call of our work. The team pushed their limits to achieve success in the project. Popsicle's head means to getting your head almost frozen, your head feeling very cold, especially when you're swimming in cold waters. If you go for a swim in the Arctic Sea, it's sure to give you a popsicle's head. Pouring your heart out. Pouring your heart out means doing something with your whole heart, or talking about something which is really your passion. I poured my heart out to my teammates about the need to increase our customer orientation. Hound. Hound means to chase, to pursue relentlessly. I was being hounded to complete the project in a date earlier than what was due. Ripples across means have an effect across many fields. The fact that many people left the company had ripples across for many months. Giving a middle finger means to quit, or to quit in a very rude manner. It's not something that is used generally in a formal manner. Giving a middle finger. The employee, when he was chastised for his rude behavior, said he would give a middle finger about the job and quit. Killing it. Killing it means putting your heart and soul into doing something that you loved. Pursuing your ambition and dream and your passion. When he was talking about serving poor people, I felt that he was really killing it. Well, please try to form your own sentences on these words or expressions. And I will see you in the next class.